I just got to Zenergy to teach Sunday evening yoga and got here a little early so that I could do some yoga with you. So grab your yoga mat and a blanket or yoga block to sit on. And we're gonna start in a comfortable seated position. I'm gonna angle just a little bit down so you can see me. There we go, that's better. Good. All right, cool. All right, so happy Sunday or whatever day it is when you do this. Take a nice comfy seat, settle in, and I just wanted to read to you really quick. I love Yoga with Adriene on YouTube, and she sent out an email this morning that said, movement is how we engage with life, so how we move matters. And movement is how we engage with life, so how we move matters. And I loved that because she's so right that we have a choice every day how we want to move our bodies. And it's also a gift if we're able to move our bodies. So coming into this new year, it's just a good reminder to count our blessings and be grateful for a healthy body and a healthy mind, and find ways that we can connect the breath with the body. So make sure you have comfy clothes on. You can be barefoot, you can be with socks. I don't recommend shoes, so that way we can ground down to the earth a little bit better. I'm just wearing a sweater and some yoga pants. So taking a seat on a blanket or a towel, finding your sit bones, and just kind of noticing here as we settle in, as we take a seat, does it feel easy today or does it feel difficult? Do we feel fidgety? So just kind of notice for a second. Place your hands on your knees, close your eyes, and start to find a straight spine, the tip top of the head, the crown of the head lifting towards the ceiling. Drop the shoulders off the ears. Once again, notice. Maybe notice the sounds around you. Notice your breath. Notice how your belly fills with air and how it empties. Start to create this awareness, being here and being present. Do your very best to go to your breath when your mind starts to wander. You start to think about where you've been, where you need to be. Let's go to our breath for a few moments. Focus on that inhale and focus on that exhale. Starting to notice our bodies calm little by little as we focus our attention to our breath. On this next round of inhales and exhales, I want you to make your inhales wider and your exhales longer. So make your inhales a big wide count of 4 and your exhales a long drawn out count of 6. Inhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Inhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, now place your palms down on your knees. Now that we've kind of created this space in our body of breath connection, now start to add some movement here. So just take the chest down towards the knees, towards the mat, making nice little round circles here. Still focused on that breath. And then reverse your circles. Notice how nice that feels in the spine or anywhere else you're feeling just that tension kind of ooze out of the body. Good. Roll the shoulders back a little bit. Take any tension out of the tops of your shoulders, the tops of your shoulder caps. You can even bring your hands up to your shoulders and just kind of roll everything out. Nice. Good, big sweeping inhale up towards the sky. Keep your chin off your chest, your gaze is forward. A big swirl of energy is between your palms. Nice, straight, tall spine. Inhale, exhale, take your left hand to the right knee, right hand plants behind you, and feel this nice, juicy New Year's twist. Keep everything straight. Everything is nice and straight, so we're not hinging forward, we're not hinging to the side, we're nice and straight. Planting that right hand down, the right fingertips down, gaze is towards the right side, left hand on right knee. And breathe. And coming back through center. Good, hands can come to heart, pressing our palms in. Big inhale to the sky, shoulders off the ears, drop the shoulders down. Big inhale. Exhale, takes right hand to left knee, left hand plants back. Find that twist. Straight spine and breathe. Coming back through center. Let's do that again a few times to the rhythm of our own breath. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Back to center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Notice the lower back softens each time we do this twist. Letting a little something go. Exhale, twist. Back through center. Exhale, twist. If you were to visualize energy as color, light, filling space, creating space in your upper back, your middle spine, your middle back, your lower back, sending lots of light and energy to those spaces as we twist and as we flow. Good, so just starting today with a little detox, so wringing ourselves out. Crawling out into our hands now, we're gonna come into a neutral table. So you can just kind of place your blanket aside, creases of our wrists right underneath our shoulders, knees under our hips, tip top of our head, crown in line with the tailbone, the bottom of our spine. Straight spine. Just kind of wiggle the hips side to side and notice. Create this awareness of mind-body connection. Yoga is not just about getting into the asanas or the flows, it's about this connection. Good, grounding through the fingertips. Starting to tuck the chin, round the spine, bring that belly up, belly button, navel up towards the back. That's your exhale. And then your inhale, chin comes forward, tailbone lifts slightly to the sky. Toes stay on the mat, that's your inhale. Exhale, round and tuck. Inhale, forward. Use cat-cows, another delicious place to play and let go. Creating awareness of mind, body, breath. Good, back to that neutral table, guys. Curl your toes under now, back behind you. Curl your toes under. Pressing into the fingertips, you're gonna lift the knees up and you're gonna hover. And automatically what's gonna happen when we do this is you're gonna engage that core. You're gonna engage that belly. So lifting up and you're just hovering. Keep the gaze down to the floor. If you feel like you wanna creep forward with your gaze, try to keep the face soft, gaze to the floor, and knees are bent. If you need to drop down, you can. Otherwise, hang with me. Let's count, engage the core. 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Beautiful. Sitting back onto those toes. Keep the toes curled under. Keep the knees bent. Sit down onto the heels for a nice quad stretch and a back of the foot stretch. And just kind of roll the hands out. Make little waves with the fingers. I'm going to turn this way for you. Again, we're on the balls of our feet. Our knees are bent, squeezing in towards each other. We feel that nice stretch through the bottoms of the feet. We're going to do it again. Good. That way we can practice, right? Because yoga is a practice. So come back through table. Hands are forward. Creases of our wrists under our shoulders. Knees under our hips. Curl the toes under and lift. The knees hover on the mat, on the ground. Lift the belly, lift the navel, gaze stays down. Your breath is your anchor. At any point, if you need to drop down, you can. Breathing 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Keep the toes curled under, sit it back. Stretch out those quads, stretch out the backs of those feet, leaning back, and then take the fingers open and close, just interlacing the fingers and maybe adding some little waves here. I know I wish I was at the ocean in this chilly Michigan weather, so we're gonna add some waves. Good, and then roll the wrists out. We'll do a couple little wrist stretches, come back to neutral table, and your hands are forward in table, right? So take your right fingers and wiggle them, and then start to take your thumb to the long edge of the mat and your fingers behind you, gently place. Start to take your left hand, thumb towards the long edge, fingers towards the back of your body, and if this is too intense, don't do it. Don't ever do something that hurts. It's just kind of a good way to stretch out those wrists, and we can play here, back forward, fingertips back and forth. So fingertips towards you and fingertips towards me. Just kind of playing with it here. Good. We use our wrists a lot when we do things like down dog or table. So now, once again, neutral table, gripping with those fingertips, roll the toes under, this time to down dog. Booty comes back, gaze goes between the legs. Good. Walking that dog out. Let the head hang heavy. Fingertips are spread, head hangs heavy, gaze between the legs, walking those heel cords out, feeling that stretch through your calves. Belly button, navel lifts high. Good, and then shifting today all the way back through to a plank. Oh yes, we're going to planks right here, right now. Engage that belly, straight spine, gaze is down towards the floor. Lift that tummy, girls. Lift that tummy, guys. Breathing 3, 2, and 1. Carefully drop the knees down. Knees go as wide as the mat. Big toes kiss behind us. Sink into your first child's pose. Heart shines towards the mat. Walk the hands out and forehead follows. Feel that stretch in your inner thighs. Feel that stretch in your lower back. Sweet surrender. Good, you guys keep breathing. Give me about 3 more breaths. I'm just checking our time here because I promised you a 15-minute flow. Good, so we're just gonna add one more thing. And I think we'll just make this, we'll go a little bit over because I wanna finish this with you. Already I hope we already start to feel a little looser, a little less stressed. Maybe just kind of even noticing, wow, just that 15 minutes I've connected my body to my breath and I feel the stress kind of making its way out of my body. Good, so coming out of that child's pose, we're gonna come back to table one more time. So come back to table for me, curl the toes under, back to down dog. Walk that dog out one more time. Good, really nice. And then shifting our way back through plank once again. Lifting that belly up towards the spine. Breathing. Our core is the essence of our being, right? Good. And then shifting back to down dog. Taking our hips back, gaze goes between. Now lift your right leg to the sky. Bend, twist, and open. Hip stacks on top of hips. Try to keep the shoulders squared off. And then bring that right leg through. And let's find a low runner's lunge. Drop the left knee. Drop the left toes. Looking down, 90-degree angle with the knee. Right knee bent. Looking down its hand, foot, hand, and feel that lovely stretch in the hip flexors. I know we're a little over time, but I didn't want to miss this. Now, once you're here, walk your body up, walk your hands up your legs, and have those hands come to the heart. And notice the difference in this hip flexor stretch. Now, if your toes are on the mat, you're gonna feel the stretch a little bit more in the left glute. So drop your toes down, drop your left toes down, pedicures on the mat, and notice the change. The stretch should have moved to your hip flexor. Nice, good. Hands come back down, curl the left toes under, lift up, and let's find dragonfly twist. Left hand plants, right arm extends to the sky. And let's take some shoulder rolls. Never do anything that hurts, never force anything, okay? Good, step back to that plank. Step back to that, or push the booty back to that down dog. Left leg lifts. Bend, twist, and open, stacking, hip on hip. Shoulders are squared. And then bring that left knee through, planting, sliding the right foot back, drop the right knee, drop the right toe, looking down, hand, foot, hand, 90-degree ankle bend with that knee. Start to walk the hands up the leg, hands to heart, and feel that stretch in the hip flexor once again. Breathe. Good, noticing, bringing those hands back down, curl the right toes under, right hand plants, left arm lifts, dragonfly twist. Add some little circles here. Good, dropping that knee back down and coming on to hands and knees. We're gonna find our way down to our booties. And we're gonna find cobbler's pose. So the bottoms of the feet kiss. We're gonna roll our bodies back and find that nice stretch through the inner thighs. One hand comes to belly, one hand comes to heart. I'll turn this way so I can see you. Eyes are closed. And just notice if maybe we feel like we hit the reset button. how nice it is to just fit in this 15 to 20 minutes of yoga. We don't have to complicate things. We can just find our way to the mat. That's it. We don't have to complicate everything. You can continue to lay there for as long as you need. I made a commitment to just make a bite-sized flow tonight, so I don't want to continue and keep you here any longer, but go and rest, go and do what feels good to you. Maybe add some sun A's, or maybe just lay here. Whatever works for you, this is our opportunity to connect with movement, with breath, and just reset. So, one love, namaste.